eyes when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key, next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you've gone it was never, never an honest word. And that was when I ruled the world. It was the wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors to let me in, shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever wanna be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never an honest word. But that was when I ruled the world. Hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name, never an honest word. But that was when I ruled the world.
Sometimes I feel like throw my hands up in the air. I know I can count on you. Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care, but you've got the love I need to see me through. Sometimes it seems the going is just too rough, and things go wrong no matter what I do. Now and then it seems like the life is just too much, but you got the love I need to see me through. When food is gone, you are my daily need. Oh, when friends are gone, I know my Savior's love is real. You know it's real. You got the love, you got the love, you got the love, you got the love, you got the love.
Hello everyone, how are we doing? I think you might all appreciate this. Guess where I am? Anybody recognise that beautiful building? How is everyone? I'm really good. Me and Alex still 12 years deep, loving life. We're quite fortunate really. We've done some amazing things since leaving East 15. and I'm still in Southend, sort of. I'm currently working in Southend during this lockdown in an estate agency. What a weird situation. It's absolutely nuts. And yeah, let's answer some of these questions first. Right, okay. So, favourite memory was definitely the showcase. In my opinion, when we were at East 15, we were quite fortunate to be so complicit with each other, and it was just an absolute highlight to work with you all. And yeah, we were so fortunate. We had such a great company when we were all there, and yeah, I miss you guys a lot. So yeah, that was a favourite memory. But outside of East 15 was definitely, I'd say, the murder mystery party that I had at my folks' place, which was cool. And yeah, so that was pretty epic. I was saying one piece of advice I'd give to myself would be if we started before we started East 15, I'd say to do some more training before going into education, I think, because we just had so much information given to us, and it would have been nice to absorb a bit more, and obviously play a little bit more before East 15. But yeah, I've been very fortunate. I've done all sorts of different stuff over the years. Still playing every so often, not at the moment, obviously. I was played last year in Southend, which was really good. Some nice parodies. We did like a four play piece, and the favourite got chosen in for was really cool, and I got chose, so that was always good to do the second half, which was really cool. Yeah, I mean, our proudest achievement, I'd say, just travelling the world. Me and Alex have been super lucky. Lived out in Australia, lived in Canada. Obviously missed William. Now he lives over in Australia. I'm very jealous. Beautiful spot over there. So, I miss you guys a lot. Much love to everyone. I hope everyone's really well. As I say, me and Alex and everyone here is really well. So, take care, and I'll see you all very soon. Much love. Bye-bye.
What an absolutely brilliant idea, and thank you, Jess, for organising, and I cannot wait to see you all on July the 23rd, hopefully. My favourite memory of East 15 has got to be the government inspector from the Barbershop Quartet, which I think consisted of Jack, Mark, Claire and myself off the top of my head, building the set, seeing Jess on those skates, and the best part of all definitely has to be when Mike climbed up that rope and completely forgot the flag and had to use his arms in a very physical theatre way. I think that was the second night, and for the third production, James was like, you are not allowed to take the flag up, you have to use your arms again, because it was an absolute stroke of genius. One piece of advice that I would give to someone starting East 15 is that you were probably a very big fish in a small pond. Now, you are still a big fish. You are still amazingly talented, but so is everybody else, and you need to appreciate their talents. You need to get over yourself, man. You are no longer the dog's bollocks. What's going on now? And what is my proudest achievement? Well, currently, we're just about to start our 5th year teaching here in Oman. I teach students that are 14 to 18-year-olds at a school called ABA, an IB World School. I teach here with my proudest achievements, my family, my wife, Zita, who teaches music at the same school. And then we have a 2-year-old son called Bo, who's an absolute monster, and we're about a month away from our second child, a baby girl, who might even be delivered by the time we have a conversation. So yeah, I can't wait to see you all. It's 40 degrees out here, so I'm going to get inside. Peace out, and see you soon.
I have many amazing memories at East 15. One big moment was I remember in our area workshops, and just the feeling of feeling absolutely exhausted after your morning workshops and going into lunch, and everyone used to sleep on the crash mat because they were so tired. That was incredibly exhausting. Some funny moments at East 15 were Dave farted during the mime performance that we did. That was absolutely brilliant. Commedia dell'arte workshops, and Carmen fell over. She was playing Doctore, and the entire workshop was literally just about getting her up off the floor. Which was absolutely wicked. If I had any advice to give my younger self, one massive piece of advice that I'd give myself is to take time out and recover.
Another kind of point that I'd give my younger self is to care less. Care less what other people think about you. Don't take yourself so seriously. I think there's an expectation being at drama school that you be as creative and as outrageous and crazy and all of that kind of stuff as you can, but don't take yourself too seriously, So my proudest achievement is building Naked Frank, building my theatre company. We specialise now in community theatre and outreach work and mental health specifically. We work with Oxley's and HS. Last year we did a piece called Tales of the Monsters in My Head with the Actors Centre. It was a physical theatre piece and we've got poets from all over the UK, and we put that on and had an exhibition of work and Q&As afterwards as well. Our Christmas project, we're doing a Noel Festival 2020 this year. And alongside doing my own theatre company and running that, I also direct at the Miskin Theatre, which is a working theatre in Dartford. And also to get my teaching degree, I had to get my teaching degree to keep my job there, which was great to graduate again and get all of that as well. I can't believe it's been 10 years since we graduated from East 15 already. Where is that time actually gone? Where's my life gone? I miss you all very much as well, and I can't wait to hear what you've been up to. See ya.
So this is the East 15 memory video, 10 years on. Where are we now? Great idea to do. Looking back 10 years ago at East 15, fantastic memories. I think most notably I'd say that when our company was almost broken, Rafe came in and sort of put us back together for that Real Britain project, and that was, I think, the best show that we created by a long stretch. Also, on a social side, we had a lot of parties. I think in the first year we managed to get an ASBO for one of our wildest parties. So as much as the course was important, I think that social side was just as important as well. If we could go back in time 10 years ago, give advice to myself, I'd say make sure you enjoy your time. Don't think what if. Just do it. There's plenty of time for growing up after, which obviously I think we've all had to do. And invest time in the course, but don't take it too seriously as well. And there is more to life than acting as well afterwards. You can get very engrossed in what you're doing at the time, but there is life outside of it. In terms of my achievements since the course, I did a postgraduate certificate in education, so I've been a primary school teacher for 7 years now. I'm now on the senior leader team, and our school has sort of made a massive journey, but I'm actually leaving this year now. I'm moving abroad with my family to China to embark on a new career out there as a teacher. So I was married in 2014 and I bought a house then as well with Amy, and then I had Finley in 2016. So he's 3 years old now, doing really well, going to start school this September. So yeah, lots has changed in 10 years, but those 3 years at East 15 were, I think, the best and sort of made me who I am today. Yeah, so fantastic memories of East 15.
Hi. Okay, so my favourite memory from East 15 is probably at the end of the last year. We all met just before we went our separate ways for the summer, under it was like a bandstand or a gazebo in the park, and it was just lovely. It was just a simple celebration of the year, that we'd all kind of made it through together, and we watched the sun go down, and it was just amazing reflecting on how much had happened in less than 12 months, that we'd all been complete strangers back sort of in September time that year, and it just felt like such an achievement and such an incredible thing to know all these people so well, and to look forward to the next couple of years, which were equally as great. Piece of advice I'd give to myself. I think the best thing I learned at East 15 was that you never stop learning. And so I guess if I could go back in time and talk to myself going into it all again, it would be to say that not knowing everything is good, it's fine, and that you'll learn more that way. And you'll never stop learning, and you'll never want to stop learning. And then my proudest achievement since he's 15. So I'm a theatre producer now, which I love. I do commercial theatre, immersive theatre, fringe theatre, sort of everything. And I really love it. And I think my proudest moment's probably been quite recent. The show that I produced, Amelie, was nominated for 3 Olivier Awards, and one of them was Best New Production. So I can be really proud of that one. And it was quite a tough year for me last year when I was producing it. So I'm beyond proud that we've been nominated. We won't know until next year now, I think, until everything's sort of calmed down after Corona. But if we've not won, then I'm still really proud of just being nominated for the Olivier. And yeah, I don't think I would be doing what I do now without East 15. So thank you. And I miss you all. Bye.
Hello, 2010 physicals. Woo! I can't quite believe that we are a decade out of East 15 since graduating, not since starting, since graduating. So that's all a little bit mad. But this is a great idea. So first of all, I wanted to say thank you so much to Jessie for organising this and getting us all together and getting us to do this. I suppose thank you COVID for happening, because maybe we wouldn't have done this otherwise, but that's all I've got to thank you for, that's it. And mainly thank you to Debbie for all of the editing, because that's not an easy job. So thanks so much, you guys, for making this happen. So first question is, favourite memory of East 15? I can't. That's a difficult question. I don't have a favourite memory. I can't pick one, because I have a lot of really, really good memories from East 15. Some really good memories, some terrible memories, some average memories, lots of memories of us just working really hard, and then playing really hard. We could play hard too. So picking a favourite memory is impossible. I've got lots of memories of us kind of looking a bit stupid on a regular basis. And I actually was thinking, I wonder if that was deliberate. I wonder if they would sit in their staff room, our tutors, and sort of think, right, what can we do today, and how bad can we make them look? Because Buffon, that was definitely up there. So my I'd say, instead of my favourite memory, I could choose my most memorable memory, which is definitely, and it will stay with me forever, and it's come up in conversations a lot since leaving with other people, which is Steph's movement classes, where we're squatted down and we are trying to breathe through our anus. That is my most memorable memory from East 15. One piece of advice we would give ourselves, our younger selves, at East 15, is to take off the pressure that you put on yourselves, because wow, we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, and I think that might have been slightly unnecessary, because actually we didn't have it too bad. It was, we had no responsibilities. Life gets a little bit harder when you leave. And yeah, we worked really, really hard, and I think we always should work really hard, but yeah, take the pressure. I would say take the pressure off myself and enjoy the ride, because it flies. And then I would give myself a second piece of advice, which is to put pressure on our tutors to teach us fucking tax. Number 3, our biggest and proudest achievement. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear. I didn't mean to swear. Sorry. Our biggest and proudest achievement since graduating is also really difficult to pinpoint, because I have loads of memories and parts and things that I'm really proud of that since graduating. So I couldn't choose between theatre, couldn't choose between film. Had a lot of rejection. That's not my proudest moments, but definitely ones that build you. And so it's hard to pinpoint one through my acting experiences. However, definitely my proudest achievement since leaving is the birth and the growing of our company Elite Squad London, which I started with Sherry. It's 5 years and a bit in the making, and it's, you know, it was doing pretty well actually. We built it to work off our creativity. It's a creative events agency, to put our fellow creators into work in the arts, in the events world, and we built up a beautiful little business that is slightly on pause thanks to COVID, along with the rest of the arts. So see you in 2021.
So my favourite memory from East 15 would probably have to be Sherry's creation of the Verity Fudge hairstyle on my head for the government inspector performances, where she was always there, Sherry, next to me somehow during rehearsals, during tech, backcombing, making sure the hair was on point, standing up like a ball on my head. Definitely a much greater success than my actual performance. Advice I'd give to my younger self would be to calm the fact down and listen more to others and what they have to say, which is probably advice I still need now. One of my proudest moments was directing the rehearsed reading of Unterstadt, which is this mad, crazy, epic Croatian play written in 3 languages with an awesome, multilingual, crazy ensemble of people who actually understand what I'm telling them. And it was super to think of something and then see it happen.
Hi everyone, I can't believe it's been 10 years, like, I just can't believe how quick it's gone. It's crazy. Yeah, so favourite memories. I've got 2. I'm doing as quick as I can. The Commedia project that we did in 2nd year. I just remember because I was so not into it and I really wasn't feeling it. But when we actually did it, it was hilarious and probably one of my favourite shows. Second, when we did Real Britain, when we did the Living History project with it. I was dying to do Living History as soon as I got to or even heard about East 15 start off with, so I was so happy we got to do it. And when that bell rang at the end and we all got to kind of sit in that circle, in the very last session, obviously we all got to talk about what happened and things. And I'll never forget putting salt instead of sugar in Will's tea on purpose. And advice I'd give to myself back then, join in more on a social side as well as throwing myself into the work more. Yeah, just kind of throw myself in more because I think that's what I needed to do with everything. What I'm doing now, my greatest achievement, I run a youth theatre school, so we have show teams and we have classes throughout the week, getting kids through their Lambda exams. We just added a music school actually, we've just starting to open that after lockdown. We have got NODA awards. The kids have been nominated for NODA awards, which is incredible. A couple of them have won them as well. We've got a recording studio, which I'm here now, and it's just so exciting to have this little like arts hub. I'm in my hometown as well, which is definitely where something like this was needed. My dream is to get, in the next couple of years, to get five of my kids who come here into drama schools. A couple of them are interested in East 15, which is really exciting. So fingers crossed on that one.
One of my very fondest memories from E15 is quite early doors actually. Our first ever singing class. When in practicing choral singing we had to all sing through the months of the year, only singing the month we were born. Not only did I have a worse singing voice in the class by a country mile, not only was I the only soul in the class that didn't have someone else born in the same month as them, but also I was the only Decemberist, which meant I had to round off the song. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, October, November, December. I think my proudest, one of many proud moments, successful moments since graduating, was when I was simultaneously in a really cheesy kids show and a gritty kitchen sink drama at the same time. And I had to navigate the two, and some of the lines were really, really uncannily similar. So it's certainly got to be a proud achievement, not giving any of the adults death by cheese allergy, but more importantly, not mentally scarring any of the children for life. If I was to give some advice to East 15 me, looking back, I think a lot of the roles I played there, I would slip in quite often to my own characteristics of being very sort of light, jovial and playful. I think that's because, well, I'm pretty sure now that was because of worrying about all the variables at the time, like how am I comparing to everybody else? What does our teacher thinking when he or she looks at us like that? I say he or she, I mean James. But yeah, so cut out the variables and just really relish and enjoy playing or being a particular character. What great, great times.
Hi Fizzies, hope you're well. My favourite memory with you guys was doing Real Britain because it was just such an amazing experience, really. We'd gotten so close over the 3 years, and that just felt like the perfect project to do at that time. Another favourite memory was all of the house parties in the first year. Definitely wish I had paced myself with the drinking in that first year. What am I most proudest of? Well, just keeping creative, really. I'm really proud of the ways in which I've kind of explored being creative, like the different forms in which I've done that, working with Freya on the business and things like that, and also the friendships that I made at East 15. They've really stayed with me and have enriched my life. Sorry, that sounds cheesy, but you know, I love you people. What was the other question? What am I up to now? Trying to survive Corona, and yeah, wishing you all love and luck, and take care. Bye. Hey, I'm coming back in to tell myself a piece of advice. Sherry, 10 years ago, you should have quit smoking. Why did you wait to your mid-20s? And what else? Be kind to yourself, because it's all right to make mistakes, you know? You don't have all the answers and you're still trying to grow up. Any more advice? Wear more of Gemma's clothes. You did not wear enough when you were living together. And any more advice? Yeah, I think it's the kindness one. Just wish I would have been a little bit more kind and gentle on myself, because I was caring a lot about everyone else. But you know, there we are. Lots of love, guys. Take care. Bye. I want to be able to do the 2-thing clap that we used to do, but I'm holding this phone so I can't. But you know, we did that a lot, didn't we? Bye.
I think one of my favourite memories at East 15 were when we were in our final year and we were warming up for our final piece, and there was a Coldplay track playing and we were just moving around the space, moving freely, and I just remember looking around the room with all my classmates thinking how happy and safe I am, and we had spent a good 3 years together. I think one piece of advice I would give to my younger self is to trust yourself and don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself or make mistakes in front of the class. Get up and try something new because it's new to everyone, and just apply yourself. One of my biggest, proudest achievements since graduating is carrying on my aerial circus training and creating my own show called The Brownie Club, an autobiographical piece which I had the thoughts to start at East 15 and put the show on in London, and now I'm in a place to tour it UK and internationally.
Hey everyone, I'll get straight to it. Fondest memories of East 15, tough one to do. I would probably say drinking beer and whiskey in the Mews with James and the gang. Commedia, that was always a plus side for me. Any of the Marcio lessons? Who didn't love Neutral Mask? Advice I'd give myself, I don't know, be a bit braver, get up there, don't wait for someone else to go first. What's the worst that can happen? Jump in at the deep end and hope for the best. That's the way to experience it, I think. Yeah. Proudest moment since leaving? Well, I've just finished my postgraduate diploma in character analysis and sort of the more methody acting stuff and text work, so I'm pretty proud of that. Sticking with it for 10 years and, you know, being almost a working actor. Yeah, I think that kind of explains what I'm doing at the moment as well. I've just finished, so recording show reels, got a new agent, and we'll see where life goes. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well. This was a great idea to do these little films. Can't believe it's been 10 years, that's crazy. Hopefully we'll get to see each other soon. Lots of love to everyone. Bye.
It is me, Fluff, aka Andrew, aka John, aka any name that you want. Hello, nice to see you again, kind of. It's been a long time. I hope you're all well. I've been keeping tabs on you all because I talk to Rhea sometimes and she tells me what you're all up to, so I have a spy. Number 2, piece of advice. Never fear where you're going to end up because you really have no idea. I had no plan. I still have no plan, and it's been fantastic. Proudest achievement. I did an entire play in the French language. I had a mini breakdown before, because if you forget a line, well, I don't speak French. But that was pretty good. Or, on another aspect, travelling the Himalayas. 2 months travelling across the Himalayas with a massive backpack and a hoodie. Because I was too tight to get one of those warm jackets, and it hit -40, I think, at one point, and that was the most painful experience of my life. Favourite memory of East 15 has to be the solos. I think a lot of people might say the solos, but it was the first time we see where everyone's sort of directions are going to go, and I truly loved every aspect of that. Or any movement class. I still love all of that. And I might add something. My most embarrassing moment of East 15 was in those black spandexy trousery things, and I had to hide an erection from all of you with one of you, as we had the thing, we moved people around, and yeah. Did you know that? Didn't think so. Well, now you do. And maybe that's the most embarrassing thing, the fact that you now all know that. I can't read the rest of my writing, so thank you all. It's been nice. Hopefully we'll get to see each other in London, because I'm still here. I live in Vietnam, or I do when I can get back. And you are obviously all more than welcome. P.S. I'm setting up a literal theatre cafe out there, and I would love for all of you maybe one day to come and join, and we can do the first international theatre cafe. James is in Japan, we can ask him over and he can critique us all and tell us all off. Anyway, much love, peace and love, and I look forward to seeing all of your videos.
Hello guys, I hope you're all well. I can't believe it's been 10 years already. I really don't know where time has gone. Anyway, my favourite memories, East 15, obviously apart from meeting you all, they would have to be working with Rafe on the Living History module. Just my little Jewish family, playing Goldabrowski on Hessel Street. Love that module, and yeah, so that's definitely probably one of my favourites. Also, I actually just genuinely miss doing contact improvisation with you guys, and Steph telling us to breathe through our arseholes. So yeah, just miss rolling around and just being free and yeah, and have no worries. Really, really love doing that every day with you guys. What advice would I give to myself? Probably don't be afraid to go for it. I think a lot of the time, yeah, I was always worried about doing anything wrong. So yeah, I'd just say go for it, and yeah, don't be afraid. And also, don't go to a showcase and cake yourself in makeup. It's probably not the way to get an agent. What am I up to now? I'm still with Henry, and I working alongside him running his Henry J. Sock subscription company. I am still trying to pursue the acting career. I haven't given up on it. But as many of you know, obviously I had a bad trampoline accident 3 years ago now, because I was also trying to do some stunt training. That one's gone out the window, so I'm still, yeah, after 5 operations down, still sort of going through physio, etc., and rehab. So yeah, I'm hoping in the next 6 months or so we'll be back running, fingers crossed. But yeah, so currently I am running a holiday let business, doing that. I'm renovating a house, and I'm also doing role play for Coventry University and Hospital. So yeah, so I'm basically just doing like improvisation for nurses, and I'm really, really loving doing that. So that's me. I'm really, really busy. But yeah, but loving it, and not giving up. So, but yeah, I hope you're all doing really, really well.
Hiya, long time no see. This is a pork chop, by the way. It's very cute. It's crazy that it's been that long since we graduated. My best memory, I think, was when we were warming up in the church to Florence and the Machine, You Got the Love, right before our last show. It was kind of bittersweet because it was the end of an era, but the room was really full of love and it felt really great. It was a really good expression of how I felt about those 3 years. The advice I'd give to my younger self would be that this is just a small chapter in a much bigger story, and to trust the journey, even if it doesn't feel like it's working out. It kind of does somehow in the end. Yeah, I was a bit hippie in it. Oh well. What was the last question? What the thing that I'm most proud of in my life so far? Ooh, this was a good one because I think I'm proud of lots of stuff since I graduated. I'm really proud that I made a successful theatre company, did that for a while. I played sport at the World Cup. Like, I've done a lot of really big things that I'm really proud of. But I think at the root of it all, I'm really proud of the person that I've built since I graduated from East 15. I really like this person. So I'm proud of myself. I hope you're all really happy and having incredible, fulfilling lives. Big love. Say bye, Puggy.
So as you can see, I'm Spider-Man today.
Hey guys, hey, how are you? What was our favourite time in East 15? Wow, that's actually really difficult to say, but I would say one of my most memorable pieces, apart from obviously meeting you guys and having a fantastic time, was it the first week when we were doing what was it, Laban or something like that, and Stephanie had us all laying out there, breathing through, you know, calmly and stuff. There was builders outside as well because they were still working, and then she said, "Breathe through your arse." Oh my gosh. That I found quite fun, and I'll never forgetting that, and I tell that story loads of times because I thought, how do we do that? But that was fun for us, wasn't it? What are we doing now? Well, apart from obviously, quite a few of us now are married and got kids, which is obviously a massive highlight for me personally. I've done obviously quite a lot of stuff that I'm very proud of. So, I mean, a couple of things obviously was when I went to Shanghai and did Romeo and Juliet. That was a really great experience. I was in the Mark Ronson bike song. I did a show, you must have heard of it, One Man, Two Governors. We did it over here in Guernsey. And I was Elfie, so there's lots of physical stunt work and that, which again was a massive thing for me. I came over to the UK and did a film called Babes with Blades. I know that sounds dodgy. That does sound dodgy. But it is as it sounds. There was women who were fighters, and I was an actor and stuntman and was there for a couple of weeks filming, and that's fantastic. I am currently Spider-Man, as you just saw. I've been mascots. I'm in costume character work quite a lot. For the Island Games mascot. I was the one of our local radio stations mascot. It's obviously Spider-Man. So yeah, I'm really busy over here. Plus I still do my landscape gardening as my normal work. And I also teach Born to Move, one of the only instructors over here in Guernsey, and well, the whole bailiwick, Jersey, and all of that. It's like a kids movement and fitness class. So that's amazing. I also teach the breakdancing still at 48, still breakdancing, just. One of the questions was, what advice would you give to the younger me, which I was already old then, so yeah. So the younger me, I would say, for me personally, get more organised, because I have a terrible, and I still do it now, is I'm not very good at keeping myself organised, and I end up doing 2 or 3 shows or rehearsals at the same time, and I get hyper busy, and I don't know where I am half the time. And I had it back then, so if I could say to myself, learn to organise, that would be one of my ones, definitely.
Hi Fizzies. I think my favourite memory as the moment that used to give me the most amount of joy were in the mornings, especially first year. Because especially me and Jess, man, we would always leave it to like the last minute. Sorry. Me and Jess would always leave it to the last minute, and we were meant to go in early and warm up, and people like Rhea were excellent at going in super early. But me and Jess would sometimes leave it to the last minute, and on the occasion we did leave it to the last minute, Matty B would run past the house, and you knew if Matty B was running past the house that you were seriously late, because he would always be the last one. So my favourite memory was when Jess used to shout, "He's running!" and we would drop all our stuff and like leg it. We lived 3 minutes from the university, but yeah, that was a great memory. Thanks, Matt, for helping me do my cardio every morning. It was the adrenaline I needed to start the day. What am I doing now? Now I'm in Canada. I'm married in Canada. I'm buying a house. I feel very adult. I have lots of grey hairs. Yeah, but proudest is maybe, again, it's really hard to pinpoint. Starting a company with Becca, Playful Moon, the work I did with Infinite Experience and touring with them, I'm really proud of what we did there. I think every time I created my own work and took risks, I'm really proud of those moments, even when they failed. There's some wonderful stories of my failures. And there's some wanky stuff I could say, like, oh, when I came to Canada, I got nominated for Emerging Artists and I got awarded Best Physicality in a show, and blah, blah, blah. There's a couple of awards that I'm proud of, but yeah, if I'm really honest, I think it's those moments of risk that I'm proud of. I can't really pinpoint one particular show. One piece of advice. Younger Gabby, please stop plucking your eyebrows because you look like a naked mole rat and you're already too self-conscious as it is. No, but some real advice I'd give myself. I really wish that I vlogged my time there. I don't have the best of memories. So I would have really appreciated having something like some sort of real documentation of my time, because it was East 15 really shaped who I am today. Oh, I mentioned I'm married. I haven't had a reception. I did the legal stuff, but nobody was there, and you're all invited. So I hope you come to Canada.
Surprise! Hi everyone. It's been a while, 10 years, over 10 years to be honest, but I can't believe it's 10 years that you guys graduated East 15. That is insane. Oh man. When people tell me what are my favorite parts of my 20s, I would have to say taking a chance and moving to England and going to East 15. Yeah, that was like so fun. I have so many great memories, but I think the ones that stick out the most are Mossio's games. Only because in America, you can't be playing bam, 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 bam. That is not allowed. And remember that square one? The one where you're in the square and you had to push people and only one could stand? Yeah, that wouldn't fly here in the States. And I always think, did I play that? So those are great memories. The mouse games, those are fun. And what would I tell myself, my 20-year-old? I would say, just trust. Trust the universe. Things happen for a reason. And yes, I didn't graduate with you guys, but I took a chance and I made some great memories and lifelong friends to who I still keep in touch with. So I would say just let stuff go and be present. And as far as arts, I became a teacher, a Spanish teacher for 2 years, and I didn't like it. I just quit last year, and I had to say I'm glad I did it because it made me realize what I want to continue pursuing, which is the arts. And I still want to do the acting. I live in LA, so why not? And I have a blog going, We'll Be Traveling, where I talk about all my traveling adventures, so check that out. And yeah, I think life's been awesome. It's not been perfect, but it's been awesome, you guys. And oh, it's so good to share my story with you guys. Sending lots of love in America. Yes.
Time after time, I think it's just no good. Cause sooner or later in life, the things you love you lose. But you've got the love I need to see me through.